Welcome to Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. It all comes down to this. The World Series, Game 1. Avengers versus the Cleveland baseball team coming at you in a moment. First thing I need to do is go on my laptop and see if it's live. And yes, we are live. I'm going to give it a click. And I'm just going to do a little editing to put the thumbnail for Game 1 attached to the live stream. So just give me one moment, please. Gotta click edit video, and what's next after edit video? We scroll down to upload thumbnail, and then let's go to World Series Game 1, press open, select, put it in Avengers Baseball, the playlist, press done, press save, and there we go. Just waiting for it to save. Imagine if the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe were to play Major League Baseball against legends past and present, and then imagine a full 162-game regular season. No skipped innings, no simulated games, all of them on YouTube for your viewing pleasure. The Avengers got past the Pittsburgh Pirates in the divisional round. They got past the Milwaukee Brewers in 5 games in the National League Championship, and now it's time for Game 1 of the World Series against the Cleveland baseball team. Thank you for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. As you can see, the matchup is 21-game winner Chris Hemsworth, the reigning Cy Young Award winner Thor Odinson versus AJ Burnett. Let's go to the calendar. These are the playoff bracket. The blue side is the National League side. The red side is the American League side. And as you can see, it's time to get this show on the road. Calendar. Game 1 of the World Series starts pretty much right now. View organizations games, play game, press OK, play full game. We are the home team at Crosley Field. Crosley Field is the designated home ballpark for the Hollywood Avengers. Let's go Guardians, says the Outlander. Always nice to know where you stand, Mr. Outlander. Thank you for watching the live stream. I sincerely appreciate your loyalty. Thank you, sir. Those of you that are new to the live stream, however, I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. I let the computer run the bases for me. And the difficulty setting for both hitting and pitching are set to All-Star for the entire season and including the playoffs. I am RC Robbin. If you've come in late and this is the first game you're watching, welcome. If you're a loyal watcher, it's been a long road. This is the World Series coming at you right now. Game 1. Cleveland versus the Avengers. Crosley Field. Let's rock and roll. The reigning Cy Young Award winner Chris Hemsworth making his 4th start in the postseason. He's 1-0 with a 5.59 earned run average. I know you're kidding, Mr. Outlander. Stepping in for the first at-bat of the World Series, Edgar Martinez. He's hitting .449 in the playoffs. My goodness. Very Edgar Martinez-like. Very quickly, options, gameplay. Hitting difficulty is set to All-Star, and the pitching difficulty is also set, as you can see, to All-Star. So, just once a game. Comes the first pitch of the ball game. Fouls it back, strike 1. The World Series starts now. First pitch, 7:05. Grounded, third base side, foul ball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Edgar. Edgar Martinez played for the Seattle Mariners in the 1990s and early 2000s. He was an excellent hitter. Played mostly DH. Shallow fly ball to center. Charging is Don Cheadle. War Machine makes the catch, and the first out of the World Series has been recorded. Starting lineup of the Cleveland Indians or the Cleveland Guardians, obviously. Edgar Martinez is at third. Al Kaline in right. Eddie Murray at first. Ken Griffey Jr. in center. Trevor Story is the shortstop. Marcel Ozuna is in left. Salvador Perez is the catcher. Gene Segura is the DH, and I have no idea who is batting ninth because I can't read fast enough. Al Kaline, 293, 3 RBIs in the postseason. Here's the pitch from Thor Odinson. Deep drive, charging over. He will not make the catch. Goes over his head. It's a one-hopper to the fence. It's going to be a one-out double for Al Kaline. Legendary Detroit Tiger. Here's the replay. I thought he might be able to cover the territory, but no such luck over the head of Don Cheadle. Again, this is game 1 of the World Series at home for the Hollywood Avengers. Next up, Eddie Murray. Eddie's .348, 3 homers, 16 runs batted in during the postseason. How about that? Inside corner, strike 1. 16 RBIs, my goodness. Just gets a piece of the sinking fastball, count no balls and 2 strikes. During the regular season, Eddie Murray drove in 117 runs. He played for the Baltimore Orioles in the 80s and 90s. Switch hitting first baseman, Hall of Famer. Pops it up, charging is T'Challa near the third base line, makes the catch 2 away. Nice play by Black Panther over there at third base. Next up, Ken Griffey Jr., .237 average during the postseason, 2 homers, 7 RBIs. One of the greatest hitters to ever play the game. And he shows us exactly why. 2 out, 2-run home run for Ken Griffey Jr. all the way out onto the boulevard. And it's a 2-0 lead here in game 1 of the World Series. For the Cleveland Guardians, Indians, what do you want to call them? I don't care. The Cleveland baseball team. Oh no, that's not good. Here's the replay. Oh, he just killed it. Next up, shortstop Trevor Story, .302, 2 homers, 7 RBIs. Fastball looked outside, called a strike. That's Terry Francona, the manager of the Cleveland baseball team. Oh, here's the 0-1 pitch. Check the swing, sinking fastball, inside corner, count is quickly, no balls, and 2 strikes. 2-0 lead for Cleveland here in the top of the first inning. Game 1 of the World Series. Ground ball up the middle and through. It is a 2-out single for Trevor. Big turn at first, but he will hold, and this half inning will continue. I think Anthony Mackie got a late jump on that. He should have been able to make the play, but it's not an easy play. Let's see from this perspective. Next up, Marcell Ozuna, .244, 3 homers, 6 RBIs. Fouls off the 2-seamer, strike 1. Out in front of the sinking fastball, count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Side is retired, but not before a 2-run home run from legendary Ken Griffey Jr. gives the Cleveland baseball team an early 2-0 advantage here in Game 1 of the World Series. On the mound for Cleveland, A.J. Burnett, 4th start in the playoffs. He's 1-1. Leading off is Anthony Mackie, cut the check, .486, 3 homers, 7 RBIs in the postseason. Playoffs. First pitch from Burnett. Knuckle curve is high, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. Count is no balls, 1 strike. Low, count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Deep drive to right. Back goes K-Line looking up. It's Gonzo. A leadoff solo home run. Cut the check for Anthony Mackie, and the lead is cut in half. It's 2-1 Cleveland. 4th homer in the playoffs for the new Captain America. Here's the replay. Thought it was off the end of the bat, but the ball is just traveling. No, got the good part, got the good wood. 387 projected. Next up, Tom Holland, 394, a homer, 3 RBIs. Backs him off the plate, high and tight after the homer. Makes you wonder, was there any intent from A.J. Burnett? Count as 1 ball, no strikes. Misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Tom Holland played Spider-Man or Peter Parker in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's a drive. Will it head over his head? No, it will not. He'll run it down. Nice play from Ozuna for out number 1. Right in front of the warning track. Starting lineup for the Hollywood Avengers: Anthony Mackie at short, Tom Holland's at second, Robert Downey Jr. at first, catcher Mark Ruffalo, Chadwick Boseman's at third, Sebastian Stan is in left, DH today Benedict Cumberbatch, in right is Dave Bautista, and in center and batting ninth, Don Cheadle. Tony Stark, 4 homers, 9 RBIs in the playoffs, .355 average. Check the swing, knuckle curve, drops in there for a strike. Tony Stark, or Iron Man, as we like to call him, round these parts. Ground ball, foul. Count is no balls, 2 strikes. During the regular season, Robert Downey Jr. hit .305. He had 26 homers and 107 RBIs. Off the plate, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Waste pitch. Again outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. James Kingsley is the man calling balls and strikes. 2-2 pitch from A.J. Burnett. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Count will remain 2-2. It's been a long road. This is technically game number 171. All of them are on YouTube for your viewing pleasure. Pitches inside. Count will go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck, the Incredible Hulk. Here comes the full count pitch from Burnett. Did he swing? No, he did not. So it's ball 4. 1 out walk for Robert Downey Jr. So up next is Mark Ruffalo. Mark's hitting .313 in the playoffs. He has 10 RBIs. No homers as of yet, interestingly enough. Knuckle curve, inside corner, strike 1. He had 37 homers to lead the ball club during the regular season. Inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. 2-1 Cleveland here in the bottom of the first. Game 1 of the World Series. Inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Tony leads off first. 1 away here in the bottom of the first. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Burnett. And he pops him up in the infield. In foul territory, straddling the line, Eddie Murray makes the catch, 2 away. Next up, the late, great Chadwick Boseman, hitting .375. He has 5 RBIs in the postseason. We lost Chadwick due to colon cancer in 2020. May he rest in peace. Chased the knuckle curve, swing and a miss, strike 1. He had 22 homers and 83 RBIs during the regular season. 2 outs, runner at first. In the dirt, blocked nicely by the catcher. Roberto, well, I don't know who that catcher is actually. Salvador Perez, pardon me. 1-1 pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here it comes. Low in the dirt, blocked again by Salvador. Hitters count to Chadwick Boseman, 3-1. Here it comes. Line drive to the third baseman, makes the catch, side retired. So they get half of it back on the solo shot, leadoff solo shot by the new Captain America at the end of 1 inning of play here in Game 1 of the World Series. It's the Cleveland baseball team leading 2-1. So, top of the second inning, up steps Salvador Perez, .277, 4 homers and 9 RBIs. Hemsworth deals. Checks the swing, pitches at the knees for strike 1. Deep drive, slicing, out of play for strike number 2. Gave it a ride, but couldn't keep it fair. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Hemsworth. Swing and a miss, tied him up in knots on the inside part of the plate. Second strikeout of the game for Chris Hemsworth. Here's the replay as I drink some water. Gotta hydrate. So, next up for the Cleveland baseball team, Gene Segura, Buck 76, a homer, 1 RBI on the postseason. King Sonic, welcome to the World Series. Pitch in there for strike one. It's a 2-1 lead for Cleveland here in Game 1 of the World Series. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Fouls it back. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, struck him out inside part of the plate. And that's the 3rd strikeout. Here's the postseason bracket. As you can see, everything you need to know is in the center of the diagram. It's Cleveland versus the Avengers. So 2 down, up steps Colton Wong, 205, a homer, 4 RBIs. He plays second base for the Cleveland baseball team. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball, strike 1. Outside corner with the sinking fastball, count again, no balls, 2 strikes. Just gets a piece of the splitter to stay alive. Count remains 0-2. During the regular season, Chris Hemsworth was the Cy Young Award winner for the National League. Won 21 ball games. And that's pitches in there. Cold strike 3. Wong thought it was high. Nevertheless, it struck out the side after an inning and a half of baseball. Cleveland 2, MCU 1. World Series. So we go to the bottom of the second. Up steps Sebastian Stan, who's hitting .471 for the playoffs. 2 homers, 9 RBIs. A.J. Burnett deals. Hits a deep drive to right. Back goes. He looks up. We have ourselves a tie ball game. It's Gonzo, Bucky Barnes. Till the end of time, it's a 2-2 ball game here in the bottom of the second. Solo shot for Sebastian Stan. Oh, yeah. Here's a replay. Just hits it the other way, and it just doesn't come down. Kyle Kaline in right watches it go. Next up, Benedict Cumberbatch, the Sorcerer Supreme, 300 batting average. Pitches high, checks a swing, ball 1. So tied at 2 here in the bottom of the second. Game 1 of the World Series. Change-up misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Ground ball through the right side. Sorcerer Supreme. Single. Runner at first for the Avengers. Here's the replay. Pulls it between first and second. No chance for Eddie Murray at first to make the play. He was heading over there. Next up, Drax the Destroyer, Dave Bautista, 257, average 3 RBIs. Pitches high, ball 1. Drax won a Gold Glove in right field this season. Runner leads off first, nobody out. Fouls off the outside fastball, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Dave hit .318 during the regular season, 15 home runs. And that's a ground ball knocked down by Trevor Story, picks it up, throws to first, not in time. It's an infield single for Drax the Destroyer. And there'll be runners at first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the second, as the pitching coach makes a stroll to talk to AJ. Slow things down before it gets out of control. Next up, Don Cheadle, War Machine, James Rhodes. Switch hitter batting from the left side. 2 on, nobody out. Grounded, 3, 6, safe. Fielder's choice, out at second. Slow roller was not a good candidate for a double play. Nice play to get the lead runner at second. However, there'll be runners at first and third now with only 1 out. The go-ahead run at third base, less than 2 outs for Anthony Mackie, who had a solo home run in his first at-bat. And this time he'll have a sacrifice fly and an RBI. The throw from Marcell Ozuna to the plate is not in time. It is a lead for the Marvel Cinematic Universe here in Game 1 of the World Series. It's the MCU leading 3-2. Sack fly for Anthony Mackie, cut the check. I thought he might have a chance to have a double in the gap, but nice coverage in the outfield from the left fielder. So up next, the lead. Welcome to the live stream, Maswardi. We are in Game 1 of the World Series. Tom Holland lined out in the first. He's up for his second plate appearance. Runner at first, 2 outs, bottom of the second inning. Pitch out, but nothing doing. Cheadle was not stealing on the play. So a 2-run home run from Ken Griffey Jr. staked the Cleveland baseball team to an early 2-0 lead. But since then, it's been all the Avengers as they've come back to score 3 to take the lead here in the second. Fouls it back behind home plate. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Thank you for your support all season, Maswardi. I sincerely appreciate it. It's going to be sad to see the baseball go, but it's time to put it to bed after this 7-game series and then wait for next year's game to come out. I'll be online for MLB The Show 22. He's going. Pitches in there for a strike. Throw down a second is not in time. It's a stolen base for James Rhodes, War Machine. Really no shot for Salvador Perez behind the plate to make the throw. Runner in scoring position for Spider-Man. 1-2 count. Here's a pitch from A.J. Burnett. Fastball low, count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner off second, 3-2 lead for the MCU. Here's the pitch from AJ. Jams him, pops it up, shallow right field. In comes K-Line to make the catch and retire the side. But the Avengers take the lead. After 2 innings of baseball here in Game 1 of the World Series, it's the Avengers leading 3-2. So we go to the top of the third. Lineup turns over for Cleveland. Edgar Martinez, the leadoff man, is up. He flew out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Pitch from Thor. Couldn't get around on the fastball. Lines it up the first base line for a foul ball. Strike 1. Swing and miss over the top of the slider or the slurve. Breaking ball had movement on it. Count is no balls and 2 strikes on Martinez. Here's the pitch. Pops him up in the infield. Charging is Tony Stark. He makes the catch behind the mound, 1 away. So will there be another franchise, or did you say you were waiting? I am waiting until, but you have to realize we're in January of 2022. So it's only about 2.5 months away before the new version of the game comes out. When MLB The Show 22 comes out, I'll be starting up a new Avengers franchise and also probably a Bronx Knights franchise, brand new squad. So I mean, it's only a 2-month wait. It's time to put the baseball to bed for a month or 2, wait for spring, and then get the new version of the game. I'm also hoping to have a PS5 by March as well, so it'll be a brand new system for me. In there, strike 2 to Al Kaline, count as no balls, 2 strikes. Not really that long away. Besides, I've basically played this game to death. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 away. Strikeout number 5 for Chris Hemsworth here in the top of the third. Up next, switch hitting Eddie Murray, Hall of Fame Baltimore Oriole during his real Major League career. 3,000 hit club member, 500 plus home runs. He's a beast. Fouls it back, strike 1. Out in front of the 2-seam fastball, count again. 0-2 to a Cleveland hitter. He's been getting ahead. His only blemish, a 2-run home run to Ken Griffey Jr. Deep drive. Back to the wall, looking up. And he doesn't make the play. A little too high for Don Cheadle to make the catch. It's a 2-out double for Eddie Murray. The tying run is at second base in scoring position with 2 outs. Let's look at this. At least it stayed in the ballpark. Ooh. Next up, Ken Griffey Jr. 2-run homer in his first at-bat. Runner in scoring position. Inside, corner, strike 1. Ken Griffey hit over 600 home runs during his Major League career. Swinging and miss the sinking fastball. Again, another 0-2 count on these Cleveland hitters. However, it does not mean that they can't get a hit. Swinging and miss, struck him out. Side retired. Strikeout number 6 for Thor Odinson. Dropped the hammer. And after 2.5 innings of play, it's still a 1-run ball game. Avengers lead 3-2. This is Game 1 of the World Series. We go to the bottom of the third. Up steps Robert Downey Jr. He walked in his first at-bat. Ground ball pass to the first baseman into right field. It's a leadoff single for Tony Stark. We love you, Tony. Leadoff man is on here in the bottom of the third for the Avengers. Here's the replay. Next up, Mark Ruffalo popped out in the first. The Incredible Hulk had 142 RBIs during the regular season. Pitch inside off the plate, ball 1. This is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. This is Game 1 of the World Series. Welcome to the live stream. Please like the video. Inside again, count as 2 balls and no strikes on Ruffalo. Iron Man leads off first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Check the swing, pitches off the plate. 3-0 count. Will he have the green light on 3-0? No, he will not, because I put my hands down. Take my hands off the controller. In there, strike 1. Now I pick the controller back up. Handcuffs are off. Hitters count. 3-1 pitch from AJ Burnett. And that's a bloop base hit down the left field line. It will dunk in there for a hit. And it'll be first and second and nobody out. They were playing him to pull, and they were playing him deep. I mean, he had 37 homers during the regular season. Off the end of the bat, bloops it down the left field line, pardon me. So next up is Black Panther. Lined out in the first, he's 0 for 1. Swing and miss out in front of the changeup, strike 1. Runners lead off first and second. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. That's a 3-run home run for Black Panther. Wakanda forever, baby. And this ball game is now a 6-2 lead for the Hollywood Avengers here in Game 1 of the World Series. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I need a drink of water. Ha ha. Here's the replay. Bang! Projected 400 down that left field line out onto the boulevard. And AJ knew it the minute he let go of the pitch. He knew it. Next up, Sebastian Stan. It's a 4-run lead. Sebi had a solo shot in his first at-bat. First pitch, check the swing, but it's in there. Outside corner, strike 1. So 6-2 Avengers here in the bottom of the third inning. And that's a bloop base hit to right, and Sebastian is 2 for 2. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Here's the replay. Just kind of gives him what it's down and in, and he inside outs the pitch to right field. Next up, Dr. Stephen Strange, who scored a run in his first at-bat. Pitch is high, ball 1. Off the plate, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Quick throw to first. He's back. Runner leads off first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Off the plate, another 3-0 count for AJ Burnett. On deck, Dave Bautista. 3 runs have already crossed the plate in this half inning for the Avengers. Will he have the green light? No, he will not. Takes a pitch down the middle, strike 1. 3-1 count. The handcuffs are off. Let's go. Ground ball to the second baseman. 4-6-3 double play. And suddenly there are 2 outs and the bases are empty after the double play by the Cleveland infield. Here's the replay. Colton Wong shovels it over to Trevor Story, then over to Eddie Murray to complete the 4-6-3. So next up, with 2 outs, is Dave Bautista, singled in his first at-bat in the 2nd inning. Here comes the pitch from Burnett. Line drive, base hit through the box. It's a 2-out single for Drax the Destroyer. And the hit parade continues. Next up, Don Cheadle, 0 for 1. Big lead at first. And that's a drive to right. It's got a chance. Back goes K-Line, makes the catch to retire the side. But a 3-run home run by Chadwick Boseman. Black Panther gives the Hollywood Avengers a 6-2 lead at the end of 3 here in Game 1 of the World Series. This is Avengers baseball. So here we are in the top of the 4th. Up steps the shortstop, Trevor Story. Takes a pitch, swing and a miss. 96 on the radar gun for strike 1. Checks his swing, but in there, strike 2. Thank you, Meswardi. It's all because of Black Panther. The great Chadwick Boseman. Count is no balls and 2 strikes to Trevor. Just gets a piece at the plate to stay alive. Count remains 0-2. Thank you for sticking around. Out in front of a slow breaking ball. Struck out Story for strikeout number 7. That's 7 strikeouts in 3 1/3 innings pitched for Chris Hemsworth. So with the exception of that 2-run home run from Ken Griffey Jr., he's been lights out. Next up, Marcell Ozuna, struck out in the first. In there, strike 1. Ozuna has 3 homers in the postseason, 7 RBIs. A little late on the 2-seam fastball. Again, another 0-2 count for Hemsworth. Fouls it at the plate. Count remains 0-2. So it's a 6-2 lead here in Game 1 of the World Series for the Hollywood Avengers in the top of the 4th at home. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 8, I believe. 8 strikeouts in 3 2/3 innings for Thor Odinson. He's got it working. Salvador Perez, the catcher, steps in with 2 outs, 0 for 1. Fastball in there, 98 on the radar gun, strike 1. Strongest Avenger. Looked high, called the strike by the home plate umpire. The count is 0-2. Lines it into the seats, foul. Count remains 0-2. Pops it upstairs behind home plate, out of play. Chris has thrown a lot of pitches. That's probably the only negative at this point. I mean, when you strike out guys, you throw a lot of pitches. Swing and a miss, strikeout number 9 for Chris Hemsworth, and the side is retired. Struck out the side. So after 3.5, it's 6-2 Avengers here in Game 1 of the World Series. Lineup turns over for the Avengers. Anthony Mackie had a solo homer in the first. Steps up there for technically his 3rd plate appearance. And that's a drive, line drive to right. K-Line barely has to move 1 away. Hit it right on the nose, but right at the right fielder. Next up, Tom Holland 0 for 2 today. Tom Holland was the National League batting champion with a .355 average during the regular season. Fastball outside corner, strike 1. As you can see on the graphic, it's 2020 National League batting title. He had 218 base hits during the regular season. Just gets a piece of that fastball, 95 on the radar gun. Count is no balls and 2 strikes to Peter Parker. Inside, ball 1, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 6-2 lead here in the bottom of the 4th for the Avengers. Knuckle curve outside, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's an 0-2 count that goes full. Now it's a 3-2 count. AJ Burnett, here comes the payoff pitch. Ground ball through the left side. It is a base hit for Spider-Man. 1-out single for Tommy Holland. Pulled it through that hole between short and third. Next up, Robert Downey Jr. Singled today, scored a run, walked. Quick throw to first. Holland is back. It's a 4-run lead for the MCU. Here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. I'm sure they want more. I know I do. Pitch is high, ball 1. Count as 1 ball, no strikes. Way out and way behind the knuckle curve. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. The bullpen is active for Cleveland. He's going. Pitch is low. 2-1 count. The throw down is not in time. It's a stolen base for Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Now Tommy Holland is in scoring position with 1 out. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from AJ Burnett. Grounder to the right side. Slow roller. Throws to first in time. And there are 2 away. Obviously the base runner, Tom Holland, moves over to third base. So another insurance run is 90 feet away, but they're going to need a hit from Mark Ruffalo in order to score that insurance run. Let's see what happens. And it's a lazy fly ball to center field. That will not do it. Griffey makes the catch to retire the side. All right, so 4 innings complete here in Game 1 of the World Series. The Avengers lead 6-2. So we go to the top of the 5th inning. Up steps Gene Segura, DH today, who struck out. 0 for 1. And he's a little late on the fastball. Hits it up the first baseline, foul ball. Strike 1. This is Avengers Baseball. This is also Game 1 of the World Series. Thank you for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. And it's through the hole. It is the leadoff single for Segura here in the top of the 5th inning. A dive by Anthony Mackie at short. Could not get to the ball. Here's the replay. Next up, second baseman Colton Wong. Inside corner with the 2-seamer, strike 1. Bouncer in the mound, he jumps out of the crouch. Ruffalo throws to first, and it's basically a swinging bunt for Colton Wong. Out at first, there's 1 away. The runner moves into second, scoring position. Nice athletic play from the Incredible Hulk behind home plate. Next up is the leadoff man, Edgar Martinez, who's 0 for 2 today. Again, runner in scoring position, 1 away here in the top of the 5th. Ground ball, base hit! And he's going to stop at third. It's going to be first and third with only 1 out for the Cleveland baseball team.
Now batting, right fielder, Al.
Next up, Al Kaline. Al Kaline has power. Legendary ball player with over 500 home runs in his major league career. Runners at first and third with only 1 out. But he pops him up in the infield in front of home plate, just in foul territory. The Incredible Hulk makes the catch for out number 2, and the runner from third does not score. That's a big play. However, RBI machine Eddie Murray, who's 1 for 2 with a double, steps up with 2 away here in the top of the 5th, with a chance to get some runs on the board. Let's see what happens. And that's a line drive base hit. It's an RBI single for Eddie Murray, and the MCU now leads 6-3 here in Game 1. 2 out, clutch single from Eddie Murray to make it a 3-run ball game. Here's a replay. Hard line drive through the box. Next up, the tying run at the plate. Ken Griffey, he has a 2-run home run today. Inside corner, two-seam fastball, strike one. Swing and a miss out in front of the sinking fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Ken Griffey. Ken didn't have 500 home runs. He had 600 home runs in his major league career. He was a beast. Just got a piece of the sinking fastball. Count will remain 0-2. Again, runners at first and second with 2 away here in the top of the 5th. It's a 6-3 lead in Game 1 of the World Series. But Ken Griffey Jr. is the tying run at the plate. Here's the pitch from Thor Odinson. Misses inside with the breaking ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball. Backhanded long throw. Not in time. Bases are loaded. He could have stepped on third base, but instead elected to make the long throw. And Ken Griffey Jr. with his speed beat it out. Down the line, could he have beaten the runner to third base? He absolutely could have, but instead elected for the throw. Not in time. Bases loaded. Now the tying run is at first base. Steps up, perhaps one of the best hitting shortstops in the game today, Trevor Story. He's 1 for 2 with a single. He has the bases loaded. The manager is going to send the pitching coach out to the mound to discuss strategy, to which the Asgardian Thor Odinson says, "Get back in the dugout. I've got it under control." Here we go. Fouls it back, strike one. Again, the tying run is at first base, the go-ahead run at the plate. Here comes the pitch from Chris Hemsworth. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. This is obviously a key moment in the game. Pulls the fastball deep, but foul. Couldn't keep it fair. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Trevor Story. Ground ball, base hit, no. Foul. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Story. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with 2 outs and the bases loaded to maintain the 6-3 advantage. We go, it's 4.5 complete here in Game 1 of the World Series. Hollywood Avengers lead 6-3. Woo. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Chadwick Boseman steps up to lead off. 3-run home run in his last at-bat. Knuckle curve inside, ball 1. Rolls it over down the third baseline. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Black Panther. Burnett still out there. Pulls it foul. Count is 1 and 2. Interesting that A.J. Burnett has given up 6 earned runs and he's still out there in the 5th inning. That's a little late on it. Fouls it up the first baseline, pardon me. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. 6-3 lead for the MCU here in the bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss, struck him out on the slow breaking ball, and there's 1 away. Actually, that is the first strikeout of the game for A.J. Burnett, all the way in the 5th inning. That'll tell you that he does not have his good stuff. Next up, Sebastian Stan. 2 for 2, a homer and a single today. Knuckle curve in the dirt, ball 1. Check the swing, did not go. Count as 1 ball and no strikes. Deep drive to right. Back goes K-Line, running over the shoulder catch, 2 away.
Now batting, number 3.
Next up, Benedict Cumberbatch, 1 for 2 with a single. Dr. Stephen Strange. Check the swing, change up outside, ball 1. 6-3 advantage for the Avengers. And he pulls it down the right field line, out of play. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike to Cumberbatch. Out in front, swing and a miss. Way out in front of the breaking ball. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Off the end of the bat to right, K-Line makes the catch to retire his side. But it's an official ball game. Game 1 of the World Series is in the books. It is a 6-3 lead for the Hollywood Avengers. This is Avengers Baseball. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video. So we go to the top of the 6th inning. Marcell Ozuna is 0 for 2. Hemsworth has been struggling. He's been striking guys out left and right, but he's been pitching in and out of trouble all day. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Very, very weird start for the 21-game winner. Line drive, foul. Count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out down and in. Double-digit strikeouts. Strikeout number 11 for Chris Hemsworth.
The catcher, number 13.
5 1/3 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts. Next up, Salvador Perez, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. In there, strike 1, 97 on the radar gun. Count is 0-1. Outside corner with the slider, count is 0-2. Jams him, fouls it back. Count remains 0 balls and 2 strikes. 5 1/3 innings pitched, already up to 72 pitches for Hemsworth. Just gets a piece of the slider, the slurve, whatever you want to call it. Fouls it off to stay alive. Slurve. Inside off the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strikeout number 12. And there are 2 away. Here's the replay.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Segura.
Gene Segura steps in. 1 for 2 with a single. Looked low, called the strike for the home plate umpire. He must have his car double parked outside. Jams him, pops it up, out of play. Count is 0 balls and 2 strikes to Segura. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by Mackie. In the dirt, scooped nicely by Robert Downey Jr. to retire the side. 5 1/2 complete. It's a 3-run lead here in Game 1 of the World Series. Avengers lead 6-3. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. In relief is Chaz Rowe, making his 10th appearance in the postseason. His record is 0-1. He's had a terrible ERA. He will face Dave Bautista today, Drax the Destroyer from the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. He's 2 for 2 today. Again, this is Game 1 of the World Series. Slider misses inside, ball 1. Dave Bautista won a Gold Glove award this season for his play in the outfield. Fouls off the 2-seamer. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. Before Dave Bautista was an actor, he was a professional wrestler. Pitches inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Chaz Rowe on the mound sets and delivers. Out in front of the slider, swinging and a miss. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes on the hitter. Way out in front. Ground ball up the third baseline, foul. We'll do it again. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck is War Machine Don Cheadle. 6-3 lead for the Avengers here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Swing and a miss, the cut fastball out in front, struck him out. There's 1 away. Next up, Don Cheadle 0 for 2. He does have a stolen base in today's game. 2 left-handers warming in the Cleveland bullpen. And that's a line drive, base hit, headed towards the right center field gap. It will roll all the way to the wall. Rounding first and headed second is War Machine. It is a one-out double for Don Cheadle. And they'll have a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the replay in show motion. Pow! Ha ha! Next up, Anthony Mackie. Cut the check. He had a solo homer in his first at-bat. Led off the game. Low and outside with the cutter. Ball 1. Again, runner in scoring position, 1 out for Anthony Mackie. He is Sam Wilson in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Throw to second, and he's out. Cheadle is out at second. There's 2 away. Base is empty. Oh my goodness, big mistake on the bases. Big mistake. Two-seam fastball low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Mackie hit .321 during the regular season, had 195 hits. Low, 3 balls, no strikes. Will he have the green light on 3-0? You know the answer to that question. I don't swing on 3-0. And it's in there, strike 1. Hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs, bases empty. 6-3 lead for the MCU. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Fouls it up the first base line. Count will go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And is a little early on the slider, down and in. Drives it deep, but foul down the right field line. The count will remain full. And he skies it to left. Deep but playable for Ozuna. And he retires to the side. So, we go to the top of the 7th in Game 1 of the World Series. 3-run lead for the Hollywood Avengers. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video. Top of the 7th, up steps Colton Wong, who is 0 for 2 today. Hemsworth still on the mound. It's only thrown 78 pitches. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ground ball to his bottom. Backhands, throws to first. Gorgeous play by Spider-Man at second base. Sits down in a slide, backhands the ball. Then, yeah, I was going to say, goes to replay. Look at this. Nice play. Pops up to his standing position. Realizes he has plenty of time. Throws a strike. Lineup turns over for Cleveland. Edgar Martinez had a single in his last at-bat. He is 1 for 3. Grounded to short. Fields. Fires. Got him. 2 away. Cut the check for Anthony Mackie. Next up, Al Kaline had a double and a run scored today. He's 1 for 3. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. I thought it was outside, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. The count is no balls and 1 strike to Kaline. Deep drive. Back goes Sebastian Stan. He'll have to play it off the wall. And he will not make the play as it will bounce over his head for a 2-out double. Kaline has his 2nd double in today's game. Pow! So, with runner in scoring position, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Eddie Murray steps in. Switch hitter batting from the left side. He's 2 for 3. Single, a double, an RBI. Swing and a miss at the 2-seam fastball, strike 1. On deck, Ken Griffey Jr. Fouls off the split finger fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. If Eddie Murray can get on here in the top of the 7th inning, then the tying run will come to the plate for the Cleveland Indians. Line drive, and that's exactly what will happen, as it will be an RBI single. He'll go to second. The throw to second is not in time. Bad decision. So it's an RBI single. He's out at second trying to stretch it. If he had stayed at first, the tying run would have come to the plate. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. And otherwise, the 7th inning stretch in Game 1 of the World Series. It's a 2-run lead for the Hollywood Avengers. So as we go to the bottom of the 7th, Relief pitcher Tony Barnett makes his 10th appearance out of the bullpen for Cleveland. He's 1-0 with a 3.12 earned run average. It's a 6-4 lead for the Hollywood Avengers here in the bottom of the 7th. Tom Holland leads off. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Cutter low, ball 1. Manager, bullpen. Stan Lee is going to warm up. Josh Brolin is going to warm up. Just in case. Cutter inside, 2 balls and no strikes to Spider-Man. This was a 6-2 lead. It's turned into a 6-4 lead. Pops it up behind home plate, out of play. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike to Holland. Chases a cut fastball. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. Barnett deals. And he pulls the inside fastball down the left field line out of play. Count remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on the cutter. There's 1 away. First strikeout for Barnett. Next up, Robert Downey Jr. singled, scored a run. He's 1 for 2. Deep drive down the right field line, but at the last minute it goes foul. Strike 1. Had the distance, but couldn't keep it fair. Out in front of the curveball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Downey Jr. Off the plate, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Grounds it, foul. Count remains 1-2. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. 6-4 lead for the MCU here in Game 1 of the World Series. Down and in, check the swing. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. And out in front, wishes he had that pitch back. Pulls it foul. Count remains 2-2. Grounder fielded by Murray, steps on the bag himself, 2 away. Next up, the Incredible Hulk, who has a single and a run scored today. He's 1 for 3. He has 10 RBIs during the postseason. He led the team in RBIs with 142 during the regular season. Pulls it foul, strike 1. Almost kills the third base coach. Check the swing, pitches inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just gets a piece of that cut fastball. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ruffalo. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, 2-run ball game. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Count goes 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes a pitch from Tony Barnett. Let's go. Inside, full count. On deck, Chadwick Boseman, who has a 3-run home run today. Comes a full count pitch. And he hits it deep to right. Back goes, he looking up. It's Gonzo. That's a solo shot from Hulk Smash. Mark Ruffalo's first homer of the postseason gives them a 3-run ball game, 3-run lead. It's 7-4, Avengers lead in Game 1 of the World Series. Ruffalo smash. I personally had no idea that was a home run. I thought he just hit a fly ball to right field that honestly just kept on going. Let's watch this replay. I'll take it. He hit it off the end of the bat, the other way. I thought K-Line was going to run this ball down, and then all of a sudden, he's at the fence looking up. Next up, Chadwick Boseman with 2 outs. 1 for 3, but that one was a big one with a 3-run home run. Grounds it, foul at the third baseline, strike one. So that's it. That might be an important insurance run. We shall see. Pulls the cutter foul down the left field line. Count is 0-2. In the dirt, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. High, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. Bottom of the 7th, 7-4 lead for the MCU. Chadwick waits. That's a line drive the other way, but racing over to make the catch and retire the side is this time Al Kaline. 7 innings complete. We go to the top of the 8th. It's a 3-run lead thanks to Mark Ruffalo with his solo shot. This is Avengers baseball. Stepping up to the plate, Ken Griffey Jr., who got the Cleveland baseball team off to an early 2-0 lead with this, a 2-run home run in the top of the first inning. Hemsworth is still out there. Grounds it, foul, strike one. Misses inside with the splitter, 1 ball, 1 strike. 7-4 lead for the Avengers here in the 8th. Game 1 of the World Series. Low with the 2-seam fastball, 2 balls and 1 strike. Into the teeth of the shift from the outfield grass. Holland makes the throw, 1 away. Nice use of the shift. Tom Holland makes the play. Up next, Trevor Story, 1 for 3 with a single. Comes a pitch from Hemsworth. Low ball 1. Fouls it back. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike to Story. Ground ball, base hit through the box. A 1-out single for Trevor Story. Big turn at first, but he will hold. Here's the replay. I think we're going to change up what we're doing here. Instead of, hold up a second, manager's office, bullpen. Instead of Stan Lee warming up, I'm going to sit him down. And I'm going to have Jeremy Renner warming up. The closer. He may have a 4-out save. We'll see what happens. Bouncer up the middle, charging. Fields fires, got him, 2 away. Salvador Perez is 0 for 3. Manager, mound visit. Thor says, "Get off of my mound. I'm the strongest Avenger." Fouls it off, strike 1. We are in the top of the 8th inning. There are 2 outs in Game 1 of the World Series. Cleveland versus the Hollywood Avengers. The MCU leads 7-4. Inside, yes, inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hemsworth thought it was a strike. Swing and a miss at the sinking fastball. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes to Perez. Ground ball to the right side, fields it, loses his balance, throws, not in time. And the tying run will come to the plate here in the bottom of the 8th. They're going to give him a base hit on that. The slowest man on the team was racing down first base. Next up, Gene Segura, hitting 189 in the postseason. He's 1 for 3. Tying run at the plate. Ground ball, Fields tosses to second for the force, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's still a 3-run lead for the Hollywood Avengers here in Game 1 of the World Series. MCU leads 7-4.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Out in the from the bullpen, Cleveland sends Luis Avilan to the mound, making his 8th appearance out of the bullpen. He will face Sebastian Stan to lead off the bottom of the 8th. Sebi is 2 for 3 with a home run today. Here's the pitch, left-hander facing the right-hander, Sebastian Stan. Fastball low, ball 1. The manager is going to go to the bullpen, and he's going to make the call. Jeremy Renner or Hawkeye, they're going to schedule to put him in the game. He will pitch the 9th no matter what. Sorry, Chris Hemsworth. We know you're the strongest Avenger, but it's time to let Hawkeye finish the game. Ground ball to the right side. Fields by Wong, throws to first. 1 pitch, 1 away. Next up, Benedict Cumberbatch. Dr. Stephen Strange is 1 for 3 with a single. Left-handed hitter against the lefty. Avilan. Late on the fastball, fouls it up the third baseline, strike 1. Looked like it might have been a strike, called the ball. Right-hander Dan Winkler is warming in the Cleveland bullpen. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball up the middle, knocked down. No, fielded cleanly. Throws from his knees. Gorgeous defensive play by Trevor Story at shortstop. And there are 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th. Let's watch this again. Gets a glove on it. Gives up the uniform from the knees. Throws a strike to Eddie Murray at first. So 2 outs, bases empty. Up steps Dave Bautista, who is 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. 3-run lead as we approach the 9th inning for the Avengers. Checks his swing, change up low, ball 1. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Slow bouncer to the mound, fielded by Avilan. Spins, throws, retires aside. So we go to the top of the 9th inning. Last licks for the Cleveland baseball team here in Game 1 of the World Series. They need 3 runs to tie. This is Avengers baseball. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. In relief comes Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, making his 4th appearance out of the bullpen. This is a save situation. He will face second baseman Colton Wong to lead it off here in the 9th. Here's the pitch. Tries to bunt this way on, foul ball, strike 1. They do need base runners. And it's deep down the left field line, slicing, out of play. Strike 2. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Slow bouncer fielded by in time. Nice defensive play by Tom Holland at second base. He had to charge, throw across his body as his momentum is carrying him towards left field. Look at this. I thought he was going to have to barehand it, but he knows better than I do. He's the Gold Glove winner. So with 1 out here in the 9th, lineup turns over for the Cleveland baseball team. Edgar Martinez is 1 for 4 today with a single. Checks his swing, 100 miles an hour on the radar gun. In there, strike 1. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss, strike 2. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. Deep drive, slicing, out of play. Count will remain no balls and 2 strikes to Martinez. Backs him off the plate with the 2-seamer. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Grounder to first, fielded by Tony Stark. Takes it himself. There are 2 away, and the Cleveland Indians, or the Cleveland Guardians, or the Cleveland baseball team, whatever you'd like to call them here in 2022, are down to their final out of the game. Representing the final out of the game is Al Kaline, who has 2 doubles today. He's 2 for 4. The Hollywood Avengers are 1 out away from winning Game 1 of the World Series. And that's a line drive. Racing in is, he makes the catch. Side retired. Ball game over. Avengers win Game 1 of the World Series 7-4. 3 more wins, folks. 3 more wins. And the Hollywood Avengers are world champions. The win goes to Chris Hemsworth. I believe that's his 2nd win in the postseason in 4 starts. 7 runs, 12 hits, no errors for the Hollywood Avengers. 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors for the Cleveland baseball team. The player of the, well, they'll do a little celebrating as this is a victory at home in the World Series. Player of the game is Mark Ruffalo. That's interesting. I don't know if I would have pegged him as the player of the game, but 2 for 4 with a home run. Yeah, I guess so. Again, the winning pitcher is Chris Hemsworth. He's 2-0. AJ Burnett, their Game 1 starter in the World Series, is now 1-2. Jeremy Renner's first save of the postseason. And this is basically our, let's exit the post game, confirm the exit. We'll go to the main menu. We'll simulate until tomorrow, set it up, save it. So this has been Game 1 of the World Series. I'm RC Robbin. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Let's go sim through this date. Tom Hiddleston versus Mike Fultonue. I think that's how it's pronounced, Fultonue. So MCU leads 1-0 here in this best of 7 series. The first team to win 4 games wins the World Series. The Avengers need 3 more wins, just 3 more wins to win the championship. Again, I'm RC Robbin. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Take care of yourself. Have a great night.